My favorite professor, and that's Dr. Aaron Scully. Give it up. Yeah. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
I am an American, a citizen, and every day I wake up and I have to check my anger. Not because I want to be angry, but because of what I'm seeing happening in this country. And I have a feeling I'm not the only one that feels that way. Because when you look around, when you actually talk to people, you see something different than what we're being told. You see people who are decent, people who are kind, people who want to do right by each other. That's who we are. And that's why this moment in our country feels so wrong. Because this, what is happening right now, is not who we are supposed to be.
No.
America is a promise of freedom. Freedom from tyranny, freedom to choose our leaders, freedom to speak, to dissent, to continue to gather, just like we are doing right here, right now. And when that promise is broken, when it is twisted, corrupted, weaponized, it is not just politics, it is a betrayal. When the founders wrote the Constitution, they understood the danger of unchecked power. And within just a few years, they corrected it. They added the Bill of Rights because they knew that power must be restrained. Because if it is not, it takes rights, it takes truth, it takes more and more and more until there is nothing left. And James Madison prophetically warned, enlightened statesmen will not always be at the helm. That was not a theory. That was a warning across generations to us. And we are living it. We are watching corruption dressed up as patriotism. We are watching cruelty justified as policy. We are watching hatred normalized and rewarded. This is not who we are supposed to be. And if it is starting to feel normal, that's exactly how it takes hold. Corruption is not a flaw in this system. It is their system. And as much as we might want to believe, this is not about one man. This is about a system that is protecting itself. A class of people who believe the rules do not apply to them. People who move money, move power, and avoid consequences every time. Call it what it is.
Yes.
The protected class, the billionaire class, the Epstein class. A world where wealth shields itself, where connections erase accountability, where harm is hidden behind influence and access, and the rest of us, we are just told to fight each other, left versus right, red versus blue. While they take, they profit, while they walk away untouched. That is not democracy.
No.
That is a system designed to protect power, not people, because real power is the ability to take pain away, not inflict it. And what we are seeing right now is power used to hurt people. And this doesn't happen without deception, without constant, relentless lying. Promises made and then rewritten, reality denied and replaced. Because for Trump, a promise is just a lie that hasn't happened yet.
Amen.
And when truth becomes optional, accountability disappears with it. We are being divided on purpose. We are living in an algorithmic reality bubble. Fed information designed to keep us angry, keep us loyal, keep us predictable. And if we do not break out of it, if we do not seek real journalism, independent voices, fact-based reporting, then we are not participating in democracy. We are being managed by it.
Yeah.
Look at what this is costing us. And it is costing us far more than I can list here. 70,000 immigrants in detention. 70,000 human beings. 75% of which have zero criminal history. They are not threats. They are people, families, children who came here believing in that promise that is America. And what did we do? We locked them up indefinitely. We locked them up so corporations can profit, while our government shovels monies from our paychecks into the pockets of private prison CEOs. That is not justice, that is harm.
That's robbery.
And now they want 80,000 more beds. So ask yourself, who are those beds for? Because I promise you, they're not building them in case things get better. Because power like this does not stop. It expands, and it always needs a target. And if you think it won't turn inward, then you have not been paying attention. Because we are already hearing it. After escalating a war abroad, Trump told us who the real enemy is. He recently posted, the greatest enemy in America is the Democratic Party. Not a foreign adversary, not a hostile government, fellow Americans. That is not democracy. It's far from it. That is authoritarianism. Now, we have all heard the claims. Elections are rigged. Over and over and over again. From the same people who benefit when you stop trusting the system. But I have a question. What happened in 2024? Did we just forget? Rigged it in 2020, but then in 2024 we're like, never mind, we're too busy. It makes absolutely no sense. But that is how the people currently in power work. They do not want to gamble with their power. There has never been a solution more in search of a problem than the Save America Act. A colossal waste of energy from our Congress. Energy that could be used to try to do something for the American people. But that's where the real danger is. Not in imaginary conspiracies, but in real efforts to control access, to suppress votes, to undermine trust in the outcome itself. That is how you weaken democracy. That is how you prepare people to accept losing it. And we cannot let that happen. If we lose free and fair elections, then we will lose everything. Now, here's the truth we cannot avoid. We elected him.
No, not us.
Not us. America elected him. And we do not get to look away from that. Right now, we are seeing damage. But if we let it happen again, it will not just be damage. It will be something that we cannot undo. This election in November, this election is the ball game. This is the test of whether democracy survives. So we do not get to be passive. We do not get to be comfortable. We have to be ready to organize, ready to show up, ready to vote in numbers too large to ignore.
Yes.
And we have to demand more from our leaders, demand accountability, demand transparency, demand a government that serves the people, not for profit. Because if we do not, no one is coming to fix it for us. Say it with me. No one is coming to fix it for us. And that is what makes people angry. It's what makes me so angry, is our leaders can do good, but all too often they just choose not to. They choose power over people. So I will say this plainly. What is happening right now is a choice made knowingly, a choice made willingly, a choice made at the expense of the people this government was meant to serve. And now it is up to us. So look around you. Look around. This right here is democracy. People showing up, people speaking out, people refusing to be silent. And if we hold on to that, if we fight for it, we will not just win an election, we will defend the future of this country, because this country belongs to all of us.
Yes, it does.
To all Americans, and we are not ever going to give it up. We will not concede defeat. We will fight for our country. We will fight for our democracy, and we will never be ruled by a king.
No.
That is America's promise. And it is our responsibility, our obligation, our duty to make sure that is the promise that America continues to be. Not just for us, but for every generation that comes after us. This country will not be lost to authoritarianism. It will not be handed over to an aristocracy. It will not be surrendered through complacency. Not on our watch, not today, not tomorrow, not ever. Freedom is America's promise. And I don't know about you, but I intend to make sure that America keeps its word.
Yeah.
If anyone thinks we're going to walk away from that promise, then they haven't been paying attention. Thank you.